Hey, my name is Mike. I'm 27 years old. Until I was 18, my life was completely normal, much like yours. I had hopes, I had dreams. I led a fairly normal life. I wasn't bullied, had a supportive parents, had good friends, and was obliviously to the danger that would consume me on my 19th birthday. I remember waking up on my 19th birthday, drenched in sweat because I had a dream. The dream was about my girlfriend, whom I had been with for 4 years, hunted down by a pack of dogs. And I'm assuming what happened to her while returning home from her self-defense classes from the title of this post. I was traumatized when I received the news. I went to the hospital to see her and saw her mangled body lying on a stretcher, blood dripping from her stomach, which was torn open. The doctors tried to save her but couldn't. She died a very painful and horrific death. I didn't make any unnecessary connection between this incident and my dream, as I was too engulfed with sorrow and reliving all the moments I had with her. I cried for a week straight. After that, I had no tears left to cry. Even today, my mood drops when I think about that incident. After 2 months had passed, I had forgotten all about the dream. I saw another one out of the blue. I dreamt I was at my grandmother's house in Mexico when a storm hit and killed hundreds of thousands of people. I saw people rushing out of their home for safety. I saw trees being unrooted under the intense storm. Flood water started to fill up the streets. My grandmother, grandfather, and my uncle all died by falling into the flood water and drowning. Somehow, in my dream, I was immune to the storm. I didn't budge. I was invisible in the dream. I woke up in a cold sweat, called my grandmother, and I told her I love her and what I saw in my dream. She laughed and said she would be okay. But less than a week later, the infamous, manual and ingrained hurricane hit the Mexico, killing my grandfather, my grandmother, and my uncle. Cause of death, drowning in the flood water. I was shocked at this point. At this point, I had noticed the pattern just a little bit, but still unsure. It could have been a wild coincidence, I said to myself, and it convinced me for the time being. Less than 10 days later, I dreamt of driving around town in a Hummer and hanging out with my friends. I woke up the next day feeling good about myself, and while returning from the club where I hung out with my friends, received a spam email. It was about my lottery. There would be 3 winners. One would win $1 million, one would win Hummer, and the third would win a PS5 with 4 games. Feeling adventurous, I bought a ticket and I won you guessed it, Hummer H2. I was astonished. Now, I was seriously debating whether my dreams could predict the future or was all this just one big, wild coincidence. I didn't know what was happening. A million questions darted through my mind, but I had no answers. After that incident, my dreams predicted one more major thing. It's 26/11, the terrorist attack in Mumbai, India. It was a shocker, but I saw that coming. After that, my dreams predicted just regular things, like me getting good grades in college, me winning a sports or gaming match, me winning or losing a fist fight, and all those everyday things. Until yesterday in my dream, I got out of my bed, walked into my balcony to see something huge falling from the sky. It looked to be a huge comet. It fell on the ground, making a deafening sound. The earth started to shake and crack. People got engulfed in the earth. I saw dead people coming out of their tombs, running on the streets. They hunted down all the regular humans. I watched from my balcony as the creatures chased down the civilians. The temperature started to rise to such temperature that my skin started to blister and get a 2nd-degree burn. I saw 2 creatures descend on the earth among the chaos, and they were easily 7 feet tall, and both of them had a light purple skin. They had wings like how you would picture an angel, and had a long jaw, dagger-like teeth. They did not look like a depiction of angels. They were something else altogether. I saw my parents being chased down by one of the creatures, while one of them held me back firmly. It killed my mother in one swift blow, but took pleasure in brutalizing my father. It tore off his hands one by one, then put his mouth on wood and started sucking. My father got visibly weaker and fell down. It proceeded to rip his nails, then screamed in pain as I tried to free myself, but the creature was too strong. I started to cry. It then tore open my dad's guts and dug in. I immediately threw up at this sight. After the traumatizing experience, they took me in their wings and flew into the sky. The wings had a comfortable cooling sensation. They flew with me towards a bright white light. I woke up immediately after I entered the light. Now I sit here tapping this out, knowing that any moment now the world can end. I am contemplating suicide. I don't know if I had a 50 constant in my life or do my dreams really predict the actual future. I just never wish to see that burning dot in the sky fall into the earth.